For centuries, men and women have stepped away from the table to fast, to pray, to seek something deeper. But what does a 40-day fast look like today? I'm Dr. Sam King of Fasting, and in this podcast, I invite you to walk with four ordinary people on an extraordinary journey.
Welcome back to day 23 of the modern 40-day fast. All right, today's verses, we're going to Psalms 28:7. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me. And then Philippians 4:13, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. So talked about your heart trusting him and the Lord giving you strength. So we're going to talk about some heart research and Lord giving people strength. Some of the interesting research on heart, people who have heart history or cardiovascular disease with fasting. They followed a group of individuals. One of the groups of individuals did not fast, and the other group fasted routinely just 1 day a month. And they found out that those who fasted 1 day a month had a 45% lower mortality rate than non-fasters over 5 years. So just 1 day a month was helpful and gives you strength to your heart. And those that were regular fasters had a 71% lower rate of heart failure compared to non-fasters. 45% didn't die, and 71% had a lower rate of heart failure. So why are we talking about this? I had a couple of reasons I want to talk about this. And Davey and Chelsea, we haven't heard from them in a while. And part of that is because they kind of combined a bunch of days. And that's fine when you're journaling. If you don't feel like journaling every day, that's fine. Combine your days. So Davey's day 19 through 23, he was at a trade show. He does a lot of talking at a trade show. He's drinking a lot of water. But these trade shows, they usually have a lot of food vendors. And he likes to go out, or he's visiting a new place, likes to go out and have all the awesome food at a new place. And he wasn't able to do that because it was fast. So he was longing for food, but he was just annoyed that he couldn't eat. And he was like, I'm ready for this fast. These last few weeks, I'm ready to go a little bit quicker. Chelsea missed food, but wasn't hungry. But she's at least God gives me strength to not feel hungry. Hungry is a thing of the past for me, but it's hardest to ignore my desire when I want food around 4 to 7. So God was giving her strength, wasn't hungry, but you just kind of miss food. I mean, it's part of our social experience. You miss the taste. Mine was a little different because we had a date night. And so I had some fasting fuels on a date night. And so this is why I think it's kind of funny. I felt really good. I'm not hungry. I forgot my weigh-in Wednesday. So I'm at day 23. I actually weighed in and I'd lost exactly 20 pounds as I started. This is this crazy thing that happened to Chelsea and I specifically, and it may have happened to they do, but we got obsessed with watching food reels. I mean, I'd watch. I wasn't even hungry, but Brianne would look at me like, "Why are you?" It was just fascinating. Food was just fascinating to watch. Even though I wasn't hungry, I was just fascinated with making food. My algorithm, I screwed it all up in my 40 days. But on our date night, Brianne had this alcohol-free rosé, and it was 15 calories. So it was like, yeah, I could have that for fasting. I tried it, and it was absolutely awful. So not everything is good when you fast. You haven't had anything in a long time. So that was a no-go for me. So I decided that I was going to make something that I was going to be fasting fuel related for our date night. So I took some slivered almonds and I sprayed them with some oil. We had some freeze-dried garlic slices and some nutritionally. So it tasted similar to a cheesy garlic popcorn that I like to make. And I had some salt and pepper. I heated it up and it tasted good. But the almonds, I didn't really have a good flavor for me that time. So I just skipped the almonds. I had the 15 calories of garlic, but when I heated up the garlic, it got super spicy. So I ate about 10 calories over the next hour I watched TV. And I felt super full, so I stopped. But then, okay, you got to understand, like when you've been fasting, you have keto breath. And now I had garlic breath plus keto breath. And it's date night. So I'm like, well, I better brush my teeth because I don't want to have keto breath and garlic breath. And so what ended up happening was I ended up with a mixture of keto breath, garlic breath, and mint flavor in my mouth because of the toothpaste. So not a good fasting fuel for me. The combination was a little bit rough for everyone involved. And just stick to the fats like almonds. You can have spicy garlic, but with the keto breath on top of that, I'm telling you, not worth it. Not worth it. So there's humor that you learned from your fast. And this is the fun thing about writing this stuff down because I completely forgot about it until now the other day when I was going to look for what I did on day 23. So fast day 23, you can have garlic. It'll be awful, but you can experience it if you want to. So kind of a fun experience. There's funny stories that happen. And that was day 23 for me. We'll see you tomorrow on day 24.